My name is Russel Meyer. I'm a pastor of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America and the executive director of the Florida Council of Churches. I spent my career in ministry, being involved in communities and families and helping them realize their potential in human relationships with one another. Immigration is a very important concept to me. I met my wife when I was in school. I went to a birthday party for a Japanese foreign exchange student and spent the evening talking with a cantor, the local conservative Jewish congregation, who then invited me to be his driver on Shabbat and eventually set me up with a blind date of a Cuban immigrant nurse who became my wife. If you don't hear from that story that immigration is about who I am, then let me spell it out for you. My German forebears came to the Great Plains in the late 1800s when potatoes failed across Europe. There was a wave of immigration of Germans and Irish then. They weren't very welcome at that time. They had to earn their way into the American mentality. But now look around, they're everywhere in leadership. Welcoming the immigrant has paid off for this country from the beginning of its roots. And there's no reason to change that formula of success. And so when I look around and I see somebody who looks different from me, I'm reminded how I once looked different from the people who were here. That's my family story. And the truth is, that's the family story of every American except for Native Americans. We have a welcome here that we know how to give others. And I want to make it my New Year's resolution to help people remember the story of who we actually are and how the best in our communities, in our families, come out of remembering who we are. We're all immigrants. As a Christian minister, I like to remind people that the story of the Bible is a story of people in movement. They move from one country to another country to another country. And they move because the Spirit of God acts in their lives. And so all of us are pilgrims in one way or another. We move across this country in all kinds of ways these days. But most of all, I hope that in the new year, you'll experience the Spirit of God moving you into deeper relationships with the people God has put in your path, in your way. And together, we immigrants will realize that world which God intends.